be, what will be the weight gain? I give okay. And now you see here, calorie consumption is 1850. And what will be the expected weight gain? 1 or 2 grams. If you consume 1850 calories, then expected weight gain will be 1 or 2 grams. So, and now confidence interval. Now this confidence interval is arrived using the S value. What is S? S is how much? Standard deviation. S is standard deviation. Right? You can use the S and then the confidence interval can be arrived. You don't have to really, get into the calculation part. And this is called, yeah. Some question, any question?
I was about asking PI.
PI is prediction interval. And there is a difference between confidence interval and prediction interval. Prediction interval is the expected value for a single observation. Expected value for a single observation. Whereas confidence interval is the expected value of the average of multiple observations. What is the difference? I do the experiment 3 times. When I do the experiment 3 times, then I will have 3 readings. And the average of the reading will definitely fall inside this. All of you are with me on this? I do the experiment 3 times. Now average of the reading will fall inside confidence interval. If I do the experimentation only once, then that single observation will be inside the prediction interval. Is that clear? Yes or no?
This prediction is talking about the weight gain, right? Whatever the confidence.
Weight gain, exactly.
Okay.
Let me say your exam mark and your duration of learning. Duration of learning is X variable. Your exam mark is Y variable. All right. Let us say you prepare for the exam for 24 hours. Prepare for the exam for 24 hours. And then, okay. So you have the relationship between X and Y. Yeah, you have the relationship between X and Y. And now when I learn for about 24 hours, what will be my Y? What will be my Y? So what I do is I will basically have a set of X value and Y value. Basically, I have set of X value and Y value. What will be my X value? Maybe 5 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, 25 hours, something like that. Clear? And then the Y values. Y values are nothing but, let's say, test mark. Now I have a set of X value and set of Y value. Maybe here also we can say some mark. Somebody studies only for 5 hours and scores 60 mark. Something like that. It goes like this. Right? And now when my X equal to 24 hours, what could be my Y? So what I do is, first of all, I get an equation here. Y equal to f of x. Maybe when I feed it in the Minitab will straight away give me. I'll feed it in the thing. And then Minitab will also give me CI and PI. Now what is CI? Here, whatever value, this is called fitted value. Whatever value comes, that is the fitted value of test mark. Fitted value of test mark, Minitab will give me. And Minitab will also give me confidence interval. It simply means I will make 3 of you. I'll make 3 of you to prepare for 24 hours because my X is 24 hours, right? I will make 3 of you prepare for 24 marks. and I will expect the average to be inside the confidence interval. Clear? I will expect your average to be inside the confidence interval. But I select only one out of you randomly, and make you prepare for 24 hours, and your mark will be, I will expect your mark to be inside the prediction interval. All right. So, is that clear? Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, here, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So what is this? Hours. This is marks. So shall we do a regression now?
Yes.
Stat, regression, regression model. Now it is, oh, we made one mistake here. Let us have the marks here. $60, 65, 70. Yeah, because letters should not come, only numbers should come in your data. So go to stat, regression, fit regression model. And now in the place of what is your response now? Column 5, mark. I select that. And now what is your input now? The hours of preparation. Let us see. Very good. Now I do okay. And now what happened? Now the regression equation has come. The regression equation has come. And now let me go to stat, go to regression again. Predict. I want to predict what will happen, what will be my score when I prepare for 24 hours. Now, what do you understand when you prepare for 24 hours? How much mark is expected?
79.
79. So this is, this is the fitted value. And for the fitted value, we have the confidence interval and the prediction interval. And here we selected the data in such a way that the, what do you call? Let us look at our regression model. Yeah. So our R square is a perfect one and S is 0. Do you see here? S is 0. Since S is 0, our confidence interval and prediction interval, everything is same. Because I typed it with the equal interval, and that's how. So prediction is happening, in a much better manner. So if you have a set of value, then you can quickly get the regression and other things. But here, with the amount of value I have given, I think it has not calculated the p-value. So probably I need to give more data so that it will calculate the p-value and then understand the significance of the study also. So this is how correlation and regression can help you to understand the relationship between X and Y. If the relationship between X and Y is understood, you can offer the treatment. That means you can fix a problem. Clear?